Came to find some seats for the Spitfire today. I hope these fit. These are pretty nice. Came out of this Datsun or Nissan. Says it's a Nissan, same thing. Shame it caught fire. It looked like it was a pretty clean car. But anyways, I'll pack these back up to my car. Made it back to the house with the seats. Really hope these fit. These are actually pretty nice. This one, you can tell, got a little hot when the car caught on fire, but got those two. And then these spares I thought were pretty cool for like 85 bucks at the U-Wrench, so that wasn't too bad. But I already set them in there. They look like they're going to be a little tall. I'm going to pull the sliders off of them and see if we can't get them to fit a little better. So this looks like a pretty big fail on my part. I think they're just going to be too tall, but luckily they were cheap and I can probably stick them on Marketplace to get my money back. I don't know, I'll have to do some looking. I know a lot of the 240 guys will chop their floor pans to get a little bit more headroom, but I have to look. I believe the frame just sits under the floor pan here, which, yeah, it looks like it does. So, oh well, you win some, you lose some. But we did get a new battery. So, let's throw some new terminals on this thing and I have to break the ignition cylinder. I didn't have a key for it, so it's right here. So I can at least have a switch, but I guess I'm gonna go ahead and try that. Wasn't what I was planning on doing today, but gotta make some progress, I guess. And again, all this is just temporary. I've got all new cables and everything that's gonna go on this. I just wanna see if we got power anywhere, or if we're gonna catch on fire, or I don't know, anything interesting. Nope, nope. Of course. Bingo. Not necessarily sure how these come apart. Guess we're gonna find out. can see me stripping these out. Just gotta get the right tool for the job. Okay. Works for me. Guess that was just a little ground I'm gonna have to fix. I broke it whenever I was pulling the lock cylinder off. Alright, really don't have a good way to record under the dash, so I'll just I'll do that off camera. Alright, so I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I got a temporary ground ring. I broke that off, and my broken ignition cylinder hanging here. This is all temporary. It looks like, well, we're gonna come back and fix it. Obviously this car is gonna have to come apart a whole lot more for what I'm wanting to do with it. I'll talk about that a little bit more. I got a couple different ways I was thinking about going with it, but it all come down to time and money, and if this motor's any good, and all that good stuff. I don't know why I expected any different considering how everything looked, but we're gonna get the shop vac after this and do some cleaning and see if we can't make something happen. If not, I wouldn't be surprised if these are fairly cheap, considering, I mean, everything I found for this car is dirt cheap. I mean, maybe just to me, I'm used to my E30 and everything being twice the price it should be, but we're gonna get after it. pretty corroded down here. May get a file after this. It'll probably just need a rebuild or a replace, but we're gonna try with what we got today. If nothing else, I'm sure I can find parts for it somewhere. But so far, I'm pretty pleased with how everything's going. It's really shocking me. I was expecting a whole lot worse. Probably shouldn't have said that, but honestly, I haven't showed a whole lot of the car. As far as underneath and floor pans, it is pretty solid. I don't know if you can see it, but the rockers are starting to go on this side, along with the door, and then all this is from the rat's nest that was in here. It looks a whole lot worse than it actually is. I'll be able to just get some sheet metal and burn that in there. But for the price, I couldn't beat it. Always wanted one of these little things. Thought they were pretty neat. But the same thing on this side. Battery boxes going. Pretty common. And then this area up here has got a little rust. The frame and floorboards are solid. This rocker panel is a little bit worse, but I found those. You can order rocker panels for pretty reasonable. It just depends on how far I want to go with it. All right, so we got the points filed. They're sparking now. So I'm gonna clean this cap up a little bit more and put plug wires back on. See if we got something. Should be good enough. Wouldn't work like that. Okay. Had to put a new little butt connector terminal thing here. I really hate using these cheap ones. I don't know. I don't feel like they ever really pinch as good as they should. But that should fix it. Kicking starter out. So see if she'll light off for real this time. Shame I don't have a key for this thing. This makes it a whole lot simpler. There she was, boys. Popped right off. Get this somewhere where I don't catch the car on fire. Kind of hold it. So I came up with this absolute beauty of engineering.
We did it!
You did it!
It looks amazing!
Look at that! That looks like what you would buy from a store.
Here's what I came up with. The things you do whenever you just try to get by. It's honestly not that noticeable. Looks like it could be a factory job. But we're gonna try her out. Well, that about does it for today. Starts, runs. I'll look online, see if I can't find a carburetor rebuild. But these headers definitely have holes in them. So, I was hoping that wasn't the case, but seeing how it was sunk up to the axles for so long is bound to happen. But yeah, I think that's where I'm going to leave this one. If we can get this motor going, I have some parts I may toss at it. Like got turbo off old Turbo Trans Am. I know 4-barrel will be way too big, but I'm sure I could adapt that down to a 1-barrel or 2-barrel. I think it'd be cool this thing to make some turbo noises. Make a little bit more power and just bomb some back roads with it. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I gotta get it cleaned up and head to work. But a little disappointed that these won't work for me, but if anybody needs them, hit me up.